Imagine you just woke up. Your eyes are half closed, your brain feels like a slow-moving dial-up modem, and you are holding a hot mug of coffee. You take that first sip, and within 15 minutes, the fog clears. You feel alert, focused, and ready to take on the world. You think you just drank liquid energy. Well, I hate to break it to you, but you didn't. That cup of coffee contains exactly 0 calories of actual energy. What you actually did was ingest a highly sophisticated psychoactive plant defense toxin that is currently performing a hostage takeover of your brain chemistry. Coffee does not give you energy. It just steals energy from the future and tricks you into thinking you're awake. To understand how, we have to look at a molecule called adenosine, and the chemistry heist happening in your synapses right now. From the moment you wake up, your brain cells are burning fuel. And like any engine, burning fuel produces exhaust. In your brain, that exhaust is a chemical called adenosine. As the day goes on, adenosine slowly builds up in the spaces between your neurons. Think of it like a biological hourglass. The more you think, work, and move, the more adenosine accumulates. Your brain has special detectors called adenosine receptors. When adenosine binds to these receptors, it sends a simple message to your nervous system: hey, we've done a lot of work today. It's time to slow down, feel sleepy, and eventually go to bed. This buildup is called sleep pressure. By the end of the day, your hourglass is full, you feel exhausted, and you fall asleep, which allows your brain to clean up the chemical exhaust and reset the hourglass to 0. But let's say it's 2 p.m., and you still have 4 hours of work left. Your hourglass is half full, and you feel the afternoon slump. So, you grab another espresso. This is where the heist begins. At a molecular level, caffeine is a master imposter. If you look at its chemical structure side by side with adenosine, they look remarkably similar. They both share a double ring structure that fits perfectly into your brain's adenosine receptors. When you drink coffee, the caffeine rushes into your brain and slots right into those receptors. But because it's an imposter, it doesn't trigger the let's slow down button. Instead, it just blocks the receptor like a key broken off in a lock. The real adenosine is still floating around, but it has nowhere to go. Your brain is technically exhausted, but it literally cannot hear the alarm. With the sleep breaks off, your brain starts to behave differently. Your nervous system sees all these blocked receptors and assumes something important is happening. It triggers your adrenal glands to release adrenaline, the fight-or-flight hormone. Your heart rate goes up slightly, your pupils dilate, and your liver releases stored sugar into your blood for quick physical energy. At the same time, caffeine enhances the activity of dopamine, the brain's reward chemical. This is why that cup of coffee makes you feel slightly euphoric, focused, and motivated to write that email or clean your kitchen. You aren't actually energized, you are in a mild, controlled state of biological panic. But here is the catch. While caffeine is busy blocking the lock, your brain doesn't stop producing adenosine. In fact, it keeps piling up in the background like water behind a massive concrete dam. The longer you stay awake, the higher the water rises. Eventually, after about 5 to 6 hours, your liver finally manages to break down the caffeine molecules, and they detach from the receptors. And when that key finally slips out of the lock, the dam breaks. All that built up adenosine floods your receptors all at once. The sleep pressure that should have slowly accumulated over 10 hours hits your brain in a single millisecond. Your nervous system is overwhelmed. This is the dreaded caffeine crash. You feel suddenly, deeply exhausted, irritable, and your brain turns to mush. So, how do you fix the crash? If you are like most of the population, you go drink another cup of coffee. And this is where the trap closes. If you consume caffeine every day, your brain adapts. It realizes its adenosine receptors are constantly blocked, so it simply grows more receptors to compensate. Now, you need more caffeine just to block the new locks and feel normal. Without it, you feel twice as tired as a regular person because you have an excess of detectors waiting to receive fatigue signals. Congratulations, you are now running on borrowed time, paying interest in the form of morning headaches and afternoon slumps. So, what's the solution? You don't have to give up coffee. You just have to change the timing. If you delay your first cup of coffee by 90 minutes after waking up, you allow your brain to naturally clear out the remaining adenosine left over from the night before. By letting the slate wipe clean first, caffeine can do its job later without trapping you in a compounding debt loop. If you enjoyed learning how your morning brew hijacks your nervous system, subscribe to Wonders of Everything. Let us know in the comments, how many cups of coffee did it take you to watch this video? See you next time, and keep wondering.